Hello everyone. Well, we are back for the little mini mismatch tutorial, which is this little thing here, this little beauty. It's this is the one I made first up. This was my guinea pig and I used up all my scraps out of the 6.5 6x6 paper pads. Yeah, so that was that one. I've made another one with double-sided cardstock, which is effective and saves time and effort because these are really, really quick. Okay, and this is another one, little boy's one. It's not finished yet. Anyway, so what we're doing today is I'm giving you like the basics of it. Okay, no embellishments, guys, because you can do that later. I'm just giving you this. All right, so grab a cuppa and kick back and watch. I also thought to myself, which I'm going to work out the measurements for, I think it would be perfect for your 4.5 by 6.5 paper stacks because there's no cutting. All it is the folding and the scoring. So when I work out the measurements, which will not be hard at all, yeah, that would be great. Okay, so to start with, you will need, okay, I'll talk to you about this in a sec, but you will need a, this is 3.25 by 2 inches. No, sorry, it's 4 inches. Why is it not trimmed? Because I haven't trimmed it yet. Okay, so just quickly trim that down and I'll explain that in a sec. You will need a 4-inch by 2 inches piece of card. You will need a 12 by 12. You will need a scoreboard. You will need your cutter. You will need some double-sided tape. You will need your little scissors. And you will need some wet glue. Plus an old box, cake box or, cereal box, whatever you want to use. Okay. So, to start with, I'm going to talk to you about your cover. You will need to go to the Kathy Orta's channel and you will need to study up on her hidden hinge and her cover, okay? Because that's what I use in this. If you have something else that you prefer, I know Stack the Deck, and I know that there's another one, I think, by J&B Designs, but this is just what I'm using, and if you want to follow along, that's fine, but just go to Kathy's because I'm not teaching this, okay? You've got to learn it from her. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, so what we will do is, I'm going to move that out of the way. We're going to take our 12 by 12 and we're going to cut it into 4 inches intervals, right? So every 4 inches, I just start at 8 and then go to 4. But you need 3 4-inch strips. Then you will need to stack them on top of each other. Gee, that one's a bit not very 4-inchy. That one there. Just slightly. Okay, and then cut them in half. So that will be at the 6 inch. So what you're ending up with is 6 4 by 6 inch pieces. Okay, use double-sided if you want, and that saves on time, effort, and gives it a good effect. Okay, there, out of the way, and then we're going to score these. Okay, so you will take 2. This is your pages 1 and 3, okay, which is this one and this one. Okay, so what you will do is you will score on the long side at 3 inches. Then you will turn it and you will score at 3 inches. You will score at 3 inches. You will turn it and score at 3 inches. So you need 2 of them, okay? And what you will do with these 2 is you will fold, okay, and then you will fold. And make sure that they're nice and even. Give it a good burnish on the side there. Now that's 1 page done. Okay, so you do that for the second one. But turn your pages the opposite ways and you get a different effect. Oh, that's a bit wonky donkey. Oh well, that's okay. It's funny, you know, when I'm concentrating, I tend to go quiet, but that's okay because that means I'm concentrating. Anyway, so that's 1 and 2, 1 and pages 1 and 3. Okay, so that's just what they look like. They're exactly the same. Okay, right. Put them aside. Your next one, you will take 2, and these will be pages 2. That's page 2. And page 5, this little one down here. Okay, so with these ones, you will score on the short end half. Oh, I know, sorry. On the long end, score half an inch. Okay. The long side, score down on the short side, half an inch, okay? And then you will turn this to this way and you will score at 3. Okay? So it was half and then 3. Okay, put that aside and then take your next one and score just on the half, all right? I prefer to go from this end, just putting a half on the end. Okay, so that's it for those 2, and I'm going to put them aside because I don't want to do them just yet. Okay, take your next one. This will be page 4, which is this one here, this one, and what this one is, score it at 3. Pick the way that you want it, which I might go that way. Fold it. This next step is so hard, you need to really concentrate and pay attention, okay? You need to go like this, and this is optional. I hope you're all concentrating really hard. Is it? Okay, did you miss that? No. That's it, guys, for that page. Okay, and your last one, you are going to score at 3 and score at 5. So you will fold it in half and you will fold that one back. Now how easy was that? Yeah? Cool. Alright, that's it. Now, we are going to tell you your measurements for your cover, okay? Your front covers will be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Your spine will be 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. Every single time. Anyway, I don't care. so they will be your measurements. So get it all together. Now I'm going to tell you about your measurements for your spine, for your hinge, okay? Now I don't do the same measurements as Kathy orders, okay, because I find that because these pages are short and dumpy, there's not much to them, not much room. I didn't want a big hinge coming up through the bottom of it. This just knocks back a little bit, and it's still enough. It still gives plenty to hold the pages in. So what I'm going to do is I'll get my black pen, and I'm going to get a piece of paper. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you that her measurements that she does for her hinge is for the actual the hinge bits. She goes half, half, quarter, half, half, quarter. What I want you to do is I want you to cut your piece of cardstock 7 3/4 by 2 7/8. Okay, so that's for that way, and that is for that way. Okay, now to do the measurements for this section, I want you to come in at 1 inch, okay, and score. Then what I want you to do is I want you to score, oh, don't mind my lines, guys. This is 3/8, 3/8, and then a quarter. Okay, then you will score again 3/8, 3/8, and a quarter. Okay, that's how I want you guys to do it. I want you to go 6 lots, okay, of 3, like 3 3/8, 3 3/8, and a quarter. I want you to do those 6 times, okay? So that will, and then you'll have an inch at each end. You'll have an inch left at this end. You'll start in from an inch at the other end, okay? So I hope that makes sense. If you've gone to Kathy's and you know all about it, this shouldn't be too hard, guys. So I'll leave that with you. If you have any troubles, just message me, all right? Okay, so now we are up to the part where we put our pages on. Okay, and I'm going to put mine like this. It's just the way I prefer to. Okay, for the first page, for page 1, we are going to do this one. Okay, so remember the first 2, which was these ones. Take one of these, okay, and it's going to go into your album this way. All right, so take your tape off. Place that over the top. Do not go, I need to sit for this. Don't go all the way down to the bottom of the hinge, okay, because it will not allow your papers to lie flat, your pages. It'll keep your pages all standing up if you put it right down to the base. So have it up from the bottom, and I'll show you in a sec. I'll bring it up to the count. Oh, my tummy's grumbling away. Okay. As you can see, it's not to the very bottom. It's up from the bottom. Okay? Then what you will do is you will take some wet glue. Now, if you've got some pegs or some paper clips, or these little bulldog clips, they come in handy. Okay, and just run a bit of wet glue. I hope this is picking it up. But just a little bit, just along there. Try not to put too much in that way. Bit of paper towel. Okay. And just bulldog it. Bulldog it. That's just what we call it. Sounds funny. Doesn't look anything like a bulldog, but anyway. Okay, and that's it. That's page 1 done. Okay, so you have your pocket there and 2 little pockets on the side. Okay, let's go to page 2, which is, I call these my tag pockets, all right, because I like to put the tags in here. Right, so you will take the one that you only scored 1/2 inch at the one at one end, all right? So you will take your tape, I'm going to go that way. Just run some tape down the end. I think I've done it again. I need to give that a bit of a punch. And then all you do is fold that over. Once you've made these, you'll have a production line going, I think, because they are that quick. This is actually the worst part of it all. I mean, it's not the worst part, but it's the more time consuming. Once you've done that, it's a breeze. Okay, then get your round. Sorry guys, you also need your round paper punch if you want to. Okay, and then just punch the end. Just to give it that half circle look. Take your tape off, your hinge. You can. You wouldn't believe it. Last night I did this. Actually, I was doing the tutorial on this one, and I deleted part 1 because it was in 2 parts, and I deleted it. Couldn't believe it, so I just turned everything off and I went to bed. Thought, that's it, I've had enough. So don't go to the very bottom, guys. Leave it to the upper bit. And number 2 is done. Okay, number 3 is this one here, which is one of the little first ones we did 2 of. So take it, and the way that you'll be putting this into your album is these little pocket bits go to the bottom. Okay, so all you do is take the tape off the hinge. Oh, come on, please. Now, I like doing the simple stuff, guys. I like how you can just get things done, and, yep, I understand the, I do embellished stuff too, but I like to do stuff simple and quick, especially for the newbies. Because I've been in doing scrapbooking for quite some time, but this YouTube land bit is new to me. All right, so that page is done. Well, it's not done completely. What you need to do now is take your glue down down to the bottom, run a bit of glue in there. Again, try not to do too thick. Couple of clips just to hold it firm while it dries. There we go. And that page is done. If you want to glue these little bits here down, that's fine. You can if you like. I don't think it's really going to matter that much. Okay, now that's page 1, 2, and 3. Now we're up to 4, which is the corner one, that real difficult one. Okay, all right. Now, you can do what you like to this album. You can put extra flips and flops on them if you want an extra pockets, but what I do advise you is to be careful what you do to your end that goes onto the hinge, because you do not want to alter that, okay, unless it can still go onto the hinge, all right, so keep that in mind. I mean, again, you don't have to fold this down, you can do what you like, but this is just like something quick, simple, and every page is different. Okay, so take your tape off again. Back to this bit and put it on. Make sure everything's even, make sure it's up. It's very easy to forget that. That's why I keep repeating it, because so many times I have put it down flush to the bottom and it just ruins everything, because it'll stay standing up like that. This will for the little while, because you've got to get your fibres to soften up, your album to soften, and then they'll all sit flat. Okay, so that was number 4. We're up to number 5, which was the other one we scored. We scored half at the one end, and then we scored it at 3, so there's a 1 inch at one end. Okay, so what we're going to do with this one is get it all nice and crisp in your folds. Okay, you will see where your I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see here, maybe, this little rectangle area, you need to cut that out, okay? So we will cut that bit out. Oops, I hope I do it right. Oh, that was a bit wonky, wasn't it? That was terrible. My goodness. Oh well, mistakes. Everybody makes them. Okay. So with this one, what we're going to do is put tape. Now, which way was that other one? We're going to go that way now. So we need to put some tape at this end here. We need to fold that back. Make sure that it's very flat and burnished. Okay, take your tape off. Sure that's not. Okay. And do the same as what you did before. And then burnish that down. Give it a good crease so it'll sit flat. Nice little bit here. I'll fix that later. But there you go, and if you wanted to, you can go and punch this one. Okay, that's done. So now, if you want to, you can go and glue, which I am going to do because I don't want them sticking up like that. Both sides, glue that little edge down. Oops. Okay, stick this there, like so. Okay, now that one's done. Actually, I'll take that off for now because you've got to put it in your album first. So, take your tape off. I hope I make sense, guys. I hope that you like it. I hope that it's just something to give you to do really quick. And put this down like the rest. All the way up from the bottom. Put your little clippy clip there. And that one's done. Right, so we've got the last one. Now this one has got this piece. So you need the one that was scored at 3 inch and 5 inch. And this is the one that you would use your other little piece of card on. Okay, so what we'll do, you will take your little piece and you'll score 1/2 inch at each end. Okay, and then you will take the 1/2 inch ends take the tape off, fold them back, the ends back, and then you will stick it to the back of your page. And what this is doing is giving it the hinge, guys. Because I couldn't put this one in over the hinge because it didn't have anything there to do. So now it does, and it's that simple. Okay, it's that simple. Alright, so that goes now, will go over the hinge at the back and give it a pocket. Okay. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Okay, so same thing again. There you go, guys. That is it. So we'll get rid of all these. That is the little mini mismatch. So all you need to go and do is put some little, all your bits in it that you want, your embellishment, your little, what do you call them, little mats if you want to, little cards, tags, photo, obviously, whatever you want. Put in there, and that is it. Okay, so that's how simple that it is. Like I said, the cover is the bit that takes forever. Sorry, it doesn't take forever. It takes more to do than the actual pages. So there you go. That's it. That is the little mini mismatch, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed sharing it with you. And yeah, that's it. So I hope someone out there makes one and shows me, because I would love to see it. That makes it really worthwhile doing all this. So leave comments, you know, even constructive criticism, guys. let these be for you to go and put your own interpretation on them. I'd love to see the different things that you guys come up with. So go for it. Do what you like. Okay, bless yous. Take care no matter where you are, and keep safe, and stay tuned for the other tutorial that's coming up, because I mentioned one other one, and I also mentioned about a giveaway coming up and challenge. So stay tuned, guys, and take care. Bless yous. Bye.